Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another beauty video. So we're just going to get right into it today. I'm just literally getting ready for the day. I am going to try and do something close to what I did last time, but use a couple different products. One thing that came to mind the other day was this Hourglass skin tint. I think this is okay for me to use right now, even though I have a little bit of a tan. It has diminished slightly, so we should be okay with using this. But before we get into the base of the face, of course, I'm a brows before anything kind of girl. So we're going to start with our brows using the Rare Beauty. I have the e.l.f. still, but I really like this one, y'all. And you know, I just want to use what I know and what I love. So I'm just going to put this in my brows to help kind of set them up for success. I'm not looking to do too much today, just a little daytime friendly makeup. And I am gonna also go and eat and get some crab. I've been enjoying all the crab that I've been eating recently, but I'm gonna get some crab cakes from a spot out here that I really like. So we're really not doing too much today, but of course I want to look a little put together. So I did do my skincare. I applied my SPF, so we don't have to worry about that. I did run out of the Caudalie spray. There's literally nothing in here. I thought I could open this and just like add water or something, but this thing is very hard to open. So I don't think that's possible. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my MAC spray just to prep the skin. It's summertime, so I've been enjoying just a nice spray of something on the skin before I go in with any products, whether that be a skin tint or an SPF, it doesn't matter. And just kind of let that sink in. As I said, we're going to be using the Hourglass today, which means we're also going to be using a different concealer, and we're going to pair that with the NARS, because I think these two together work really nicely. So I'm going to start applying this to the skin. Yeah, see, it has like a little color in it, but it's not, I don't think it's too dark, you know? I think this is perfect for what I need it for. I'm not going to do too much though. And then I've been loving this Makeup by Mario. I still have some of my stuff in my bag from when I traveled, even though I didn't use any of it. I like to use this Makeup by Mario brush just to like tap that into the skin. But as you guys can see, it blends in nicely, so I think we're at a good point in our skincare journey, and just like with our skin in general, to where this actually looks really nice on the skin. I like the glowiness that it provides, and it just makes the skin look nice and radiant. And what better time to like rock nice glowy skin than summertime? Hello. So pairing that with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, this is in the shade Praline. Also, this is shade number 11 that I used for the skin tint. I'm going to use a small amount. I feel like for every day I don't need too much concealer. And some days I'd just rather skip it, to be quite honest. But today is going to be one of those days where we actually apply it. I'm going to let it sit for a little bit, and then I'm going to jump into bronzing the skin up a little. I don't think we're going to do any blush today, but I've been obsessed with this Makeup by Mario bronzer serum. And I'm just going to tap this onto the skin. This just gives a nice something. And I'm going to pair it with, I think we're going to go heavier on the bronzer, basically. Because I'm going to pair it with a powder bronzer as well. And we're going to skip blush. So not too much, but not too little. And then I'm going to use the other side of the same brush. This is the F4 brush, by the way, and I'm going to just press this into the skin. Don't expect a whole lot from this product because it's very sheer, but perfect, I feel, for like every day. And I know my hairs are like getting all caught up in my makeup, but that's the price you pay with crazy baby hairs that want to do what they want to do. So touching up my hair is very much necessary. Like, y'all are all up in my business right now with this camera, but it is what it is. I can't wear braids too long without having to either redo them or take them out, because my hair gets really soft and then the braid starts to kind of like loosen up and unwind. And it could also be the jam or whatever that I used when I braided my hair up. It was something different that I tried. It could be that too, because there are some gels that hold really, really well. But this is where we're at. So I am going to be redoing that very soon because I want to keep my hair braided up for a little bit longer. But you guys see, not too much. Like, it didn't do too much, but like it added what we needed it to add. And then we'll just intensify it with the powder. But really great everyday product to just like throw on. Even if I didn't do any concealer and just wanted to bronze up a little bit, perfect product to do that with. And I feel like you could build it up if you needed to. So now we're going to blend out the concealer. I'm going to take my puff to do so. And I'm just going to start tapping this right where I placed it. This is actually a better concealer to use than the HAUS Labs in terms of like the shade. It's not super bright in comparison to the rest of my skin, which is great. As where the HAUS Labs with my tan, oh my goodness, that was more of a like extreme brightening concealer on me. But of course I have my tips and tricks on how to tone it down a little bit, which we're still going to tone this down too a little bit. And we're going to use the Sephora Micro Smooth powder. So this is in the shade Matte Tan, and I'm just going to apply this on top of the concealer. So that way we can not only set the concealer, but also tone it down a little bit. I'm going to use the same puff to go in like this and press this underneath the eyes. I'm also going to set the T-zone too, because this is where we put concealer. So just so that everything is nice and even. And you guys know I love a more of like a matte T-zone versus like shiny, but I do like a nice little glow in the summertime. The bronzer that I'm going to be using is the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer. This is the powder bronzer in the shade Saddle. Still one of my favorite bronzers to use. And any like fluffy, oh no, I think I brought, hold on. I did put this brush in my makeup bag, the Sonia Kashuk. There's another one, the Sephora one that I got recently. It's dirty though, but I like that one too for bronzer. It's just a nice flat yet fluffy brush that I can use just to like pop that on. But it just really helps to like make the skin nice and bronzy. Again, we're not going in with any blush today. This is gonna act as our blush slash bronzer. And I just like this look every now and then too. Just a little is all you need for real. And I'm just dragging that on the nose, you know. I like this. A nice, soft, bronzy look. That's what I think this is. I am gonna apply a little highlight just because I like things to be nice and glowy. But before I do that, let's spray again with the MAC Fix Plus spray. This is just the coconut scent. And I'm just gonna drench my face in this. So I am using a little of the MAC. This is the Natural Skin Finish in Medium Tan. I'm just using this just to kind of set the entire face. It is going to make it a little less shiny right now, which is fine because as the day goes by, we wear makeup, you know, the heat hits our face and all that good stuff. It's going to give that natural shine back, especially because this is more of a hydrating skin tint. So you just want to make sure you're setting things. I'm hot. I'm going to drink a little water too. But this is going by really fast. Now that we have that, we're going to apply some highlight. I'm just using my infamous Sephora palette. I'm going to use, not that, the gold shade. Hold on now. I'm going to use the gold shade over here. And I'm going to use that same concealer brush that I used. And I'm just going to pop this on. You guys know I like a little highlight now. I'm into it. A little glow. I just like how natural this is. It doesn't do too much, but it still looks pretty natural. Sometimes I use my brow pencil, sometimes I don't. This is just the KOSAS Nano Brow Pencil in dark brown. And honestly, I don't need it necessarily for real. But I'm just gonna run it through the brows one time. Just to say I did it, but I don't feel like it was necessary, honestly. That's what I love so much about that Rare Beauty brow gel, is that I don't be feeling like I need to fill in the brows after I use it, but the e.l.f. makes me feel that way. Like, my brows are pretty full on their own. Not like super hairy, but like I feel like they're full enough on their own to where all they need is just a little help with keeping them up. Once they're up, they're kind of good on their own. I think that's it though, because we're not doing any blush today. This is it. Just a nice soft bronzy kind of look for the day. Of course, I'm gonna apply my usual glosses. Actually, I think I'm gonna use this LASH lip mask, but underneath it I'm gonna use this ITK. If you didn't know, you can get this brand at Walmart. This lip balm, so good, very nourishing on the lips. So I'm just gonna put some of this on first, and then I'll top it with some of my LASH lip sleeping mask. I feel like that was even quicker than my everyday makeup routine, but that's basically what we did. We just switched around the products and used different things. This is just more of a skin tint base, what I did before. If you haven't seen that video, it'll be in the description down below for you guys, or you can just go to the main part of my channel and just click on it from there. But either way, I do have a video up of my everyday makeup routine. This is just yet another variation of that. It just depends on the day, how I'm feeling, what the vibes are, and that's how I decide. But very easy, very simple. I'm just into more minimal makeup, so I don't want all my videos to look the same moving forward. So I will try to switch things up for you guys, but just another beautiful look to add to the books. As I always say, I love you guys, and I hope to see each and every one of you right back here in the next one, whether that be a video or a vlog, whichever one comes first, girl.